2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Tonight's game at AT&T Center, it's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, the home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. You look at the Timberwolves. Looking at the first half of the season, it's been one they've been very proud of. They have a lot of confidence so far.
And I think for Minnesota, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Dario Saric is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Teague. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. Now, here's AI. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Dallas.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
No joking around here, fellas. I mean, AI taking it right to the heart of that defense. Earns himself a trip to the line as a result.
And at this point of the season, Clark, we can see which teams have the better depth, the better bench. If you would talk about the importance of having a strong bench over the long haul.
For contending teams, I think it's a difference maker because it allows you to work through the length of the season in a more measured way, which gives your key players rest. You spread out the minutes over more players, so that tends to lend itself to freshness as you get ready for the playoffs. I don't know if you can overstate the value of a quality bench when you're a team that's expected to make a deep run in the playoffs.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Inside, from 10 feet out, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Aldridge has got his first 2 points.
Well, you know, that's exactly how you run the offense. AI is a smart player, he's an instinctive player, and he's unselfish too. And really, all credit to the pass there. I mean, he angled it just right. Set up the basket beautifully.
Now, here's AI. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Here's Teague, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Saric with it. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 6. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
It's AI on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Here's Teague. They grab their own miss. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
And you think about the game of Karl Anthony Towns, the versatility, Clark. The versatility just leaps out at you.
Well, he's a man of his times, Kevin, when you talk about his game. I mean, that's where the game is now. And that's always been his ambition, to be as complete a player as possible. And at his size, he shoots it deep, he can post you up. And as he gets better as a passer, he's going to be harder to guard.
Here's Jang. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Outside, Jones. The pass to Jang. Here's Wiggins. No good off the back of the rim. San Antonio leading. No one near him. White, good.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Yeah, that was a sweet pass right there, setting up his teammate nicely, and that's really how you move the rock. Share that sugar, man. Share it.
Minnesota with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Towns. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. Spurs shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Robert Covington. Towns is out there with Dario Saric. And there's Teague. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2.
You know, in close, he's capable of hammering it down. And that's why you got to keep Saric away from the basket.
Now, here's AI. Teague covering. AI passes to Bertans. And the layup's good off the glass. Bertans got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Mavericks lit up the floor. He finished with 30 points and was very efficient on offense. He picked his spots on when to keep the ball moving or to shoot. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Davis Bertans. The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the four-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. Here's T. Following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against San Antonio.
Hey, you know, Kevin, when Teague drives, he's really good at baiting his defender into giving him path to the lane or committing the foul. And Jeff Teague in 2017 signed a healthy $57 million contract to join the T-Wolves. They haven't scrimped in building this roster. I mean, they've been able to and willing to spend some money, and he's a key piece to the puzzle.
It's tipped. Covington with the steal.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
It's his first trip to the line.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
And the Spurs making a change here. Forbes checked in. Now, here's AI. To the paint, Medu. And good coming on the assist by AI. Medu's got 4 points this quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. Cannot give him that much room from mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
AI left side with 4 seconds on the clock, and AI with the stuff.
Getting busy out there. AI showing the intensity, which is contagious with his teammates.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination, strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Spurs, DeRozan out there with Medu. Then it's AI. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Murray in at the point guard.
You know, some people thought after making the Final Four, AI would return to school and try to win a championship. But he was destined and determined to take a different path.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Saric, that's good.
I think the offensive game of Saric is really good and continues to evolve. Encouraging to see him be aggressive inside.
It's AI on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And AI with the stuff.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Outside, Towns. Off target from three-point range.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
A different look now for San Antonio. Davis Bertans checks in for Medu, and it's wide in for DeJounte Murray. White against Jones. Pass to Towns. The shot missing, and the Spurs going the other way now. AI kicks to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 10. Passes it to Jones. Down low. Rejected by AI.
I'll tell you what, AI pounced on that one like a big cat.
Back to Bertans. It's stolen by Saric. Jones, no one around him. Traps in the tray. Jones has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Minnesota. 7-point differential. And the basket by Jones.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and is very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screens.
And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Saric.
Saric is deceptively strong. This guy's got good strength, and he doesn't mind being physical, can absorb the contact and find a way to finish.
San Antonio calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes, and a chance for the players. The Spurs have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Now here's Teague. He's tightly guarded. Kicks it to Towns. Stolen by Walker. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. Down low, it's Jang and Towns. And it's Covington in at the 3. AI left side. Towns with the steal. Covington with it. He's picked up by Walker.
Really nice work here from Covington to draw the foul on his way up. He's got a real talent for drawing fouls and getting himself to the foul line.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
AI passes to Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
You know, to run that play right, the timing has to be there. I mean, crisp execution critical. AI doing it with that kind of precision.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
Aldridge's shot is good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Teague drives in. Towns. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Teague kicks to Zhang. Pass to Wiggins. Towns down low. Aldridge is there. Wiggins outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. San Antonio leading by 9. Wide open look here for Murray. Off target from outside. Wiggins outside. Inside. And it's Teague. That time on the assist by Wiggins.
Hey, even though the defense was lurking and Teague's not that big, he still has great confidence to score.
San Antonio calls timeout. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Sharch checked in for the Timberwolves. Caldwell Pope comes in for Robert Covington. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He knows his team is struggling tonight from the three-point line, so he told them to go for more quality shots inside. We're shooting way too many threes, he said. No more Hail Marys. Let's get inside to the post. Back to you guys.
And he makes that one. And that's 19 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh, I like that sweet-looking shooting stroke that Towns has. So polished and efficient. His mid-range J on the money.
"13 feet away. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Aldridge. Got it. Good job in the low post. Aldridge has got 10 points in just the second half.
And now this game is becoming a showcase for Aldridge. He's been out of control. A one-man team. Now it's just a matter of getting him the ball and getting out of his way.
Towns. Another miss by Towns. Spurs leading by 9. AI kicks to Aldridge. And the Spurs scoring again. Clark, a favorite topic of yours. Great rebounders, glass eaters as you call them. Who's the best at creating those important second chance opportunities for his team?
Well, a couple of guys stand out for me in that regard, Kevin. DeAndre Jordan is terrific. Enes Kanter, probably, he might be the best offensive rebounder in the league, Enes Kanter. I mean, he goes and gets it in his area, out of his area, through guys, over them. Man, he's a terrific offensive rebounder. And I'd throw Anthony Davis in there, too. I think he does a great job on the defensive glass and gets his share of offensive boards as well.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Murray. Robert Covington's checked in for the Timberwolves. A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. Teague can't hit.
You know, the defense knew how to play at that time, liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul. Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
Covington kicks to Teague. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Here's AI, and he banks in the layup. AI's got 4 points this quarter.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Spurs.
Nope, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Aldridge.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
A different look now for San Antonio. Davis Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in for DeMar DeRozan. Here's AI, and the jam by AI.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
Saric inside. Rebounded by the Spurs. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it.
Can take you off the catch, can get you off the bounce, too. AI presents a lot of difficulties for a defense.
And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.